Time for another Cougar Coaches Show here on Mediacom Channel 22, online too, ColumbiaCougars.com. My name is Cosmo with the women's head basketball coach here at Columbia College, Mike Davis. Coach, welcome.
Hi, Cosmo. Glad to be back.
Yeah, we recap the season. Let's start with the painful loss. I know it was a tough, first off, on a positive note, you're back in the national tournament, sixth straight trip back, good run in the AMC conference. And things just didn't quite go the way you wanted in that the game of the national tournament.
Well, you know, Cosmo, Columbia College is such a special place, and our expectations here are so high. We win 26 ball games and go to the national tournament, and we have our individual meetings yesterday, and I'm the mad guy in the room. So, I think that's a good problem to have, though, because it does mean the expectations we have and the opportunities that we have here. It was a disappointing way to end the year. We played in the national tournament with Montana State Northern, lost 55-56, led the entire ball game basically. They made a free throw with, 12, 14 seconds left, and then we had a couple of opportunities to win it and didn't make shots. But, shooting was the key right there. We'd been such a great shooting team all second semester, shot, I think, 48 or 9% all second semester, and we shoot 32 down there from the game and 1 for 11 from the three-point line. And, you don't go down there and beat good teams and shoot that way.
And that's the way it is in the postseason. It's one of those, the first half you didn't shoot well, but you were able to still have the lead at the break, and you kind of fought through it down the stretch, but couldn't quite pull out the victory.
It was one of those crazy games. We're up 4, 5, 6 the whole second half, and even though we have not created any separation from them, we've not played well, you just feel as though you're still there, and they had a 6'3" girl that made a 3 in the last about minute to get them back into the ball game, kind of, and then, like I say, the free throw at the end to put them ahead, and then we had a chance to win it, ourselves, and didn't get it done. So I think from a coach's standpoint, we had a lot of positives going into that game and a lot of opportunities. So, it's like I told you beforehand, my wife has kept all the sharp objects and loaded weapons away from me. And, when I get behind the wheel, no one gets in the car with me. But besides that, everyone's happy.
You mentioned you had the one-on-one meetings with all the players in the office yesterday. Take us through how that works as far as the end of a season. Couple days off. There's no practice to come to anymore. Obviously, the girls are still going to class, but take us through a little bit of that routine of the kind of the wrap-up meeting, if you will, of the season.
Well, finished up at the national tournament. We come back and we instantly went into our spring break. So, people are gone from campus for a week. Classes began again this Monday. So yesterday on Tuesday, we did have our individual meetings where as a coaching staff, we meet with each player individually, go over the season, the good, bad, the ugly, whatever else. With our seniors, go over the different things that they have coming up and different opportunities that they have and things they're looking forward to. And then with our returning players, about coming back, about academics, taking care of stuff here this spring. And then we will be, we work out 3 days a week with our lifting and conditioning during the spring. And then have a lot of recruits in as well when we will play, when we have recruits in visiting here on campus. So, you think, well, the season's over, but really we are in touch with them every day in study halls and different things like that. So, you're never really out of touch with your athletes. If you are, you're not doing a very good job coaching.
And you mentioned the two seniors, Laura Wishman and then Heather English. Tell us what those two meant to this team this year and to the program in general.
Well, Laurel came in here, transferred in 3 years ago from Penn Valley Community College. Her very first game here, played maybe 2 minutes, injured a knee, so she was redshirted that year, has played the last 2, and it's like when we talked to her yesterday, what a great growth she's had as a player. And really someone who this year played such valuable minutes for us, started part of the year earlier, came off the bench second semester, but really did a great job for us and became a great part of our program and really, helped us in a lot of ways. Heather finished up a 4-year career here. She was named a second-team All-American after the national tournament, so she's been a 3-time All-American for us and scored between 18 and 1,900 career points and, just been a phenomenal player on the court for us and a great kid off the court. So, she's left her mark here, and I think she hopes to get overseas and play some basketball internationally. So I think that's a good opportunity for her.
And she certainly has the skills, as we saw, and anybody who watched her play over the career coming in from Boonville High School, that it's hard to believe that her 4 years are done now. That it was just that, who's this freshman wearing your daughter's former number 4 and tearing it up, and she did a great job.
Such a crazy situation with that. And I was just visiting with someone the other day, and we were talking about recruiting because we are in to so much recruiting right now. And, you work so hard on some people and it doesn't work out, and others, with Heather, really the big question to getting her here was whether she could have number 4 or not. If she could have number 4, she was coming. So, it's crazy how that all works out, and it will be probably a long time before I'm able to recruit, a mile from our doorstep, someone of that caliber. Pretty fortunate.
As you mentioned, the recruiting side, and then Heather's accolades with the All-American. Jenerika Bland also picked up some honorable mention accolades in the award side of things. What a addition she was second semester.
Well, I think with Jenerika, for playing as few games as she actually played in, to be recognized as an honorable mention All-American, I think that really speaks to the level of play that she had. At the same time, I'm really hoping in our individual meetings we talked to her about, I think her potential is really limitless. And I think the key now is what she does between now and next year with conditioning and all the different things to prepare herself for a great year, because the potential is certainly there to be a very special player.
Coach Mike Davis, the Columbia College Cougars. When we come back, we'll talk a little more, look back at a few moments of the season and what the future lies for next season, as Mike already alluded to a little bit with some of the recruiting. We'll come back, talk more with the coach here on the Coach's Show on MediaCom Channel 22.